Vincent Kimosop is a policy and governance expert who joins us now live via Zoom from Nairobi. Vincent, William Ruto has now been declared president-elect in a closely contested race. That's almost a week of uncertainty about the winner. What do you make of the election process?
Thanks for having me. I think, as you rightly said, that it was a closely contested election, which was really a good show and test of our electoral process and system. As you can see that we have made progress from 2013, 2017, and even now in 2022. One of the things that was a major innovation was that the electoral management body put all the results on the portal for all to access. But what marred the final part was the issue of the announcement of the presidential election. That even saw a split in the commission. So you would expect that in a closely contested election, some of those things would happen. The beauty, however, is that there is a clear mechanism for seeking redress, and the Supreme Court of the Republic of Kenya, one can be able to petition it. This can be done by anyone. It can be done by the contestants. It can be done even by the commissioners who actually dissociated themselves with the last announcement. They had to do this within 7 days after the announcement, and the determination ought to be done within 14 days. So that is how I see of our electoral process, that it is improving, but we are yet to get there.
Now, the controversial scenes at the announcement of the winner are worrying, yet not rare, going by previous elections. Why does this happen time and again, despite the institutional safeguards currently in place?
It is the way we have looked at the presidential position. The person who becomes president, there is historical evidence that shows that the opportunities we have, apparently we have a political system where you have a winner takes it all and a loser loses it all. So it's not an inclusive to some extent. And when we even have a closely contested election, as we see, you would expect this, because people have invested emotions, people have invested resources, people have invested time. And then therefore, you can imagine the pressure that mounts out of this process. Because also I know that with the level of the way it was carried out, that the responsibility of overturning it may be a challenge, but also it is not impossible, because our Supreme Court has overturned a presidential declaration in the past. So when you look at it from an historical, the interests, and you look at the current position of presidents, resources, positions, and all that, you would understand that, and that's why there is need for call for caution. There is need to call for calm and direct people to seek redress in our courts of justice, which have demonstrated in the past that they are impartial and independent, and that they can render fair judgment.
And speaking of, talk to us about what we're likely to see in the coming days, given that this was an election whose presidential results have been contested. So what are we likely to see going forward?
Of course, we are at 2 p.m. today looking at the information that has already gone out. As the new presidential candidate is poised to make a statement. So one of the things that we look forward is the tone and the direction that that statement will look like. It will provide clarity on how things would look like. But from the way I see, there is very high likelihood that it might be headed to the Supreme Court. For the Supreme Court to pronounce itself about this process. All that is part of our electoral process, and it's what I would say I would expect going to that direction. The other thing that is also possible is that in his speech, he could actually make a concession, and maybe others who are interested in strengthening the electoral process wanting to also take it to the Supreme Court. As I said, anyone can petition the Supreme Court. So those are the three possible scenarios. And all that, as I say, there is a clear legal framework, an institutional framework for it to speak to the outcome of any of the three.
All right, thank you very much for those insights. Vincent Kimosop joining us live from Nairobi via Zoom.